All right, well, I just dropped one right there. They're ripping down this car wash, and they want me to bring them another one right away. So I'll show you how close we are to our yard. Check this out. This is in real time, not sped up. We're gonna end up doing like 4 or 6 dumpsters there, I think. And here we are, we're at the yard. So they had 120 yard. They got a big pile of stuff ready to get put into the dumpster, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna probably have that filled up in like half an hour. Can you bring another one? And I said, yes sir, we could do that. That would be very nice and convenient, and yes, I'll take an extra $500, thank you very much. And one of them is gonna get picked up tomorrow and probably reset. So we're gonna grab another one here. What is up, everybody? It is Life's Apprentice. Well, today we're gonna be back running dumpsters. I'm gonna answer some questions and kind of do some updates as far as our business is going now that we're getting into a little bit of a busier time of the year. As you can see behind me, we have a lot of dumpsters sitting around, and my prediction for this year was that the dumpster business was going to slow down. Now, we've had kind of a interesting spring so far, and that was my excuse for, you know, maybe not selling so many dumpsters. But now the weather's been pretty nice. We're coming up on Memorial Day weekend, and there's a lot of dumpsters sitting here. So we'll talk about some of that, my thoughts about it. Everything's fine, we're doing okay, and selling enough dumpsters to pay the bills and make a little bit of profit. But I think this year is going to be tough. Inflation's killing everybody. Prices of everything are going up. The housing market's cooling down. People aren't spending money on their houses, doing construction projects and stuff like that like they were last year. And yeah, this is gonna last for a couple of more years, I think, unless something changes majorly, which isn't gonna happen anytime soon. So I want to show you this. This is the first dumpster that we've ever really had any issues with. This is our oldest dumpster. This is about 13 or 14 years old, and Incredible Hulk myself broke this off the other day. And first real issue we've had with a Nedland container. And this is just because it was rusted and old and probably pushed and pried on so many times. So we called Nedlands, and they're sending us this piece. So we just got to unbolt this and put on a new piece, because it's really hard to lock this. And this actually locks into here. And so yeah, first real problem we've had. And being that it's a 13, 14-year-old dumpster, I wouldn't say that that's really a manufacturing problem. So we got quite a few dumpsters to do today. Okay, well, let's do some little updates here. Update number 1, I got a new camera, and it's got a better microphone on it. It's got stabilization in it and stuff like that, so should be much better quality videos, audio and video. So that's update number 1. Number 2, I'm in the fully wrapped Greenhead truck. You can see 34, almost 35,000 miles on it now. It's been a good truck, we like it. Only issue we had, and I don't know if this is normal or not, I don't think it's really normal, but Gabe, our dumpster driver, who has quit, he resigned and took another job. So we're hiring if anyone out there would be interested. Looking for a full-time dumpster driver. That's why I've been driving a little bit more. Laura and Chelsea have been driving, and Tim too. So we've all been kind of filling in and getting the job done. But we had the number 2 cylinder on this truck go out. I think part of it is driver error, or just, you know, revving the engine and trying to get up to speed. We've heard complaints from people driving this truck that it doesn't have enough power and all this stuff. I'm here to tell you that I've driven this truck probably just as much as anybody, and it has plenty of power. So the number 2 cylinder went on this truck. It was completely covered under warranty, not a big deal. And that's really the only issue we've had with this truck. Right now, I figure that this truck, with the price of fuel and everything like this, it cost us at least 25% less to run, drive, and operate this truck than the diesel. Most of that is because diesel is 25% higher, 30% higher than unleaded. And these two trucks have about the same amount of power, same amount of, I mean, they're basically the same truck, but, and they get about the same fuel mileage. So this truck is gonna need tires and brakes and that kind of stuff. We're getting close to, like I said, 35,000 miles. Tires are getting there. We'll need to replace them this year for sure. Brakes are gonna have to get there. I would say if they last 35,000 miles, that's pretty good considering how we've driven this thing. It's not a normal highway driver, you know. You're hauling loads with it all the time. Even with an empty trailer and an empty dumpster, there's like 5,000 pounds back there. But trucks have been running good. The diesel's still giving us issues. I would love to completely get rid of it and replace it, but I could sell the thing no problem right now. Replacing it is the hard part. And trying to get a 10K GVWR truck is gonna take some time. And then I'm debating whether we get a roll-off truck or replace the diesel with basically this 7.3 gas. And maybe that's something that I just need to just bite the bullet and order that, because it'll probably be 6 months before I get it. But that thing's a money pit. And I don't know if they're all like that. It's the first diesel I've ever had, but it's an absolute money pit with the DEF system. We put probably $10,000 into that DEF system, and it's constantly acting up. And the diesel is unnecessary, in my opinion, for what we do. And with the price of diesel and the maintenance and the issues that we've had with it, I would never ever buy one again. If it was half the cost of a gas, I would never buy it again. Moral of that story, we did have on the diesel has a topper on it, and when Tim was driving a few weeks ago, the topper has a glass door that closes the topper. While he was driving on the highway, that thing ripped off for whatever reason. I don't know why. Thank God it didn't cause an accident. It actually came off, hit the tarper mast on the trailer and shattered before it would have potentially hit somebody behind him. But that is a dangerous situation that, I don't know, you could say it could be avoided, but these kind of things just happen. And so kind of a scary situation there. But yeah, as far as the vehicles and trailers go and stuff like that, nothing really crazy. The diesel's just a slow money pit. You know, $1,000 here, $1,000 there. Of course, it's not under warranty anymore. This truck is under warranty, so I don't know. It's hard to say, but I definitely would avoid the diesels in the future, I think. I could also look into Chevy. I would never buy a Dodge up in Salt Country up here. They rust in about 10 minutes. But I don't know, maybe I'd try a Chevy. I got nothing against Chevy, but maybe I'd try a Chevy. Just kind of compare them, see how they work. But I got a 15 yard I just picked up. We're gonna take this one to the dump. The fact that the dump is extremely empty kind of gives you an idea of the amount of garbage and sales for these roll-off guys. It's a pretty good indicator that this is not going to be a very busy year. Usually this is 3 times more full. And it's Wednesday. So it's not like they got it gone over the weekend and it's Monday. It's slow for everybody, or slower. rainy day, so filming outside's kind of tough. This camera is a GoPro 9 or 10, I can't remember. It's waterproof, but I don't really want to test it. Because with everything all in, like with the GoPro, extra batteries, charger, the audio mod, and the microphones is like $700. So hit the like button, because I spent some money to keep the videos, or make the videos better. I also am paying for an editor now, like not an editor person, but an editor software, which I wasn't before. And I do make money off YouTube, but it's not very much. So yeah, like button. Farthest south dump or transfer station. This one is a full-blown landfill, privately owned by one of the big guys, but doesn't really save me a whole lot of time, but it's a lot less miles for me to drive with the pickup that I have. And it's a nice rainy wet day, so ought to be nice and muddy and ought to be pretty fun. Here we go. Nice and bumpy. Alright, I'm gonna put you guys down because this is gnarly getting up here, so I don't want to get stuck. Alright, oh, here we are. I don't like going to these dumps, but with the price of fuel, I just spent $130 to fill up the tank. Thanks, Mr. Biden. But save a lot of fuel. Hopefully we don't get a flat. Definitely got the truck nice and muddy. Nice and wet up here today. I don't know how some of these guys do it. They're just freaking used to it, I guess, but these hills are freaking gnarly. And here we go down the hill. Alright, well, we got that 20 yard emptied and back to the yard. And as I was driving by here, Laura was already picking up one of those 20 yards that I set. You can see right over there by the blue roof, one of the 20 yards is already gone. So I don't know, she's probably going to take it to the dump and bring it back. And I know she has, she's dropping one at 4 because I got to go sign a contract for a roof. But we're heading up towards the dump. We got another pickup to do. Maybe we'll run into Laura. Yeah, she's raining pretty good. My goodness, we're going 50. All right, we got that 15 yard dumped. It was freaking pouring, so it was hard to film. And I managed to make it through the entire day without getting soaking wet somehow, because it was raining pretty much all day. But shout out to the waste management driver I just seen at the Oshkosh transfer station. If you guys see me and, I don't know, say hi. I'm just a normal dude. I'm not anybody famous or nothing like that, just because I do YouTube. But I appreciate you watching the channel. Also, maybe a week or so ago, I ran into a guy from just north of me who started in March. I believe his company is called Rent-A-Dump. Started in March. And I think they said they had like 15 cans already, so good for you guys. Glad glad you guys watching the channel, learning. I can help you guys out. Thanks to all the truck drivers out there, not just trash drivers, but all the truck drivers for keeping the world moving. And you trash guys, you know, we are essential. When the pandemic hit, they deemed us essential. So we are essential and we help keep the world moving. So thanks to everybody out there for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I will see you on the next one.